And welcome to video number 2. So, topic 1, we covered scientific notation in the first video. If you are looking at your paper and you see that you have numbers 1 and 2 marked incorrect, but they have an M, so like M circle, written by all or nearly all of these answers in 1 and 2, that indicates that what you did wrong was scientific notation, especially if you got number 3 right. If you got number 3 right, what I'm about to say in this video should make complete sense. If you're looking at this and you don't see very many M's, or you see M's and you got number 3 right, then now is the time to tune in. Okay, topic number 1. Now we're going to talk about how to get from moles to molecules all the way over to atoms. Okay, this question asks us, we're going to go through number 2, asks us if we have 6.2 times 10 to the 26 molecules of water, how many moles of molecules are there? How many moles of individual atoms are there? And how many moles of specifically hydrogen atoms are there? Before we actually tackle this question, I want to take a look at the water molecule itself. So we have one molecule, but if I count the atoms, I have 3 atoms. So if I have a dozen molecules, I'm going to have 3 dozen atoms. This is intuitive and maybe something that you all know how to do, but maybe something you don't think to do. So 3 atoms in one molecule. And then I see there are 2 hydrogen atoms. I could also get this information from the subscript. So let's look at how to solve this problem. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our number. To get it to moles, we're just going to divide by the number of atoms in a mole. Remember that when we see this times 10, you're going to punch into your calculator 6.20 EE26 divided by 6.02 EE23. Okay? And we can see that 26 minus 23 is 3, so we should have a number with about 3 zeros. 1, 1, 2, 3. So this answer matches what we would estimate from here. So when I do that calculation, I get 1,029 moles. So what I can do is I could do this calculation. I could calculate how many molecules, atoms, and then hydrogen atoms there are in here, and then divide each of those numbers by 6.02 times 20 to the third. But I've seen people do it a little bit more fluidly with a little less math. So we know that we have this many moles of water. We need to know the moles of atoms. What we need to do to get from here to here is just multiply by 3. Okay? So that's because there are 3 times as many water molecules as there are moles of atoms in those water molecules. So we're going to say 3, 0, 8, 9. Isn't my handwriting super beautiful when I write upside down? I guess I shouldn't do that. All right, but anyhow, the numbers are 3, 0, 8, 9. And that is your answer for moles of atoms. So this was part B. Okay. Now to get to moles of hydrogen atoms, you could do a 2/3 math here, or you can just take this number and you can multiply it by 2. Because there are 2 hydrogen atoms for every 1 water. So this answer is going to be 2059. Hey, that was more legible. Yay! Okay. So for number 2, your answers should be like this. I saw a lot of answers that had 0.1 and then 0.3 and then 0.2. That tells me that you have issues with scientific notation. Okay? But how we get in between these numbers is just by taking a look at what is the relationship between the number of water molecules and the number of atoms in those water molecules. And then we just multiply or divide as necessary. So if I had told you about the number of atoms, you would just divide by 3 to get to the number of molecules. Okay, Go try it on your own.